That's good, everyone. You're welcome to our channel. If you're joining for the first time, please help us like, share, subscribe, and drop your take about this video. Okay, guys, you're welcome to this tutorial. So in this very video, we're going to be talking about the support and resistance in this video. So we're going to be talking about support and resistance. Then we are going to also be talking about why or how can we mark the right support and resistance level. So it's two things we're going to be talking about. So firstly, we're talking about the support, the resistance and support. So then number two, we'll be talking about, so number two, okay, let me do it like this. So number one, we're talking about the definition of support. You can also say demand and resistance. Okay, so support and resistance. So then number two, how can we mark the right support and resistance? Okay, how can we mark the right support and resistance? Okay, so in this video we'll be talking about two things here. Okay, so we're talking about definition of this support and resistance. Then the next one is how can we mark out this right support and resistance. Okay, because there are a lot of many traders that don't really know how to mark out this support and resistance. So we're talking about these two things. Yeah, all right, so let's get down to business. So first of all, we're talking about what is support and resistance. Okay, so we'll be having a definition of what is support. What is a support? So we're talking about the definition of a support. So when we talk of a support, what does it mean? So we say support. A support is a base, okay, a base that holds something. So let's put it like it holds something for now. So it holds something. That is what we talk about a support. So having something that is able to hold a particular thing is called a support. So now let's go to resistance. So definition of a resistance. Okay, so we now define resistance as a resistance is a resistance is, okay, say resistance is an object, or let's say it's a roof that, okay, resistance is something that acts as a roof. Okay, let me use that word, sorry. Resistance is something that acts as a roof that prevents an object from breaking through. Okay, so we now define this as, so we can see our definition of support here, and we can also see our definition of a resistance. So first of all, we take a support as a base that holds something. So while resistance is now defined as an object, something that acts as a roof that prevents objects from breaking through. Okay, that prevents a particular thing from breaking through. So for instance, if I have something that is not letting me break through, so I tend to call that as a resistance. Are you getting it, guys? So we can call it as a resistance. Then when we talk about the support, we say support is a base that holds something. All right, so a support is a base that simply holds something. Okay, so now we just define this as a to our general term. Okay, so this was just defined as a general term. So now let's come down to price action definition. So it's just the same thing. Okay, so when we talk about the support and resistance, we also talk about, we said in the price action or forex term. So we talk about support and resistance. We say support and resistance, they are, the support is a base. Okay, so it's a base that holds price from breaking. Okay, a base that holds price from breaking. So we talk about resistance, we also say the same thing. It's just the same thing here. Okay, so resistance is something that prevent price. Okay, something that prevent price from breaking through. Are you getting it now? So do you get it too? Support is something that holds price, while resistance is something that prevent price from breaking through. Hope you guys get the two definition now. Very good. So we'll talk about the, so I have explained support and resistance now. Okay, so let's go down to our chart. Okay, now let's go down to the chart. Then we'll talk about, for example, this is what I'm talking about, is support. Let's say we have price action dripping to this direction, then we see something like this, it comes back here. Now this place that is holding here becomes our support here, because price has come to this place, then it holds price is going down, but price is supposed to break this level here. But you see what price action did here when it came here, or when price comes to this direction, you see how it holds this place, this particular place from price to break. So this place automatically becomes our support. Okay, so something like this. So this place becomes a support, or you call it a base. You can see that hold price. So this is a support. That is what we talk about, a support, something that hold price from breaking through. Okay, and that hold price from falling. Let me use that word, that hold price from falling. So we call it as a support. Then when we talk about our resistance, so this is an example of resistance. So price is trying to break through, then we have this as a resistance. Okay, so this becomes our resistance here. Why is it our resistance? Because you see that price made an attempt to break through first, but it did not. Push back again, make another attempt to break out of this level, this resistance level or zone. So it refused to break. So the reason, like I told you, there is something here that is preventing price action from breaking through. So I told you guys that what we have such scenario is then called what? A resistance level. Okay, it's called a resistance. So we have support and resistance. So this resistance level here is preventing price from breaking this region here. That's why it's called a resistance zone. So I hope you guys are getting it now. So that is why it's called a resistance. So I've explained the support and resistance, giving us an example of this support and resistance. Okay, so another example again which I want to show us, take for instance, we can have price doing something like this. So we have price doing something like this. Most times we see situations like this. Okay, so when we see something like this, you can see for yourself that this place here is a resistance and here is a support. Okay, can you see here now, this is a resistance. Why is it a resistance, and why is this place a support? Now this is a resistance because you see that price has made attempts to break out of this place, not one, not twice, but 3 times, but price did not break. And you can see here again that price made another attempt to break this level, let's say 3 times. Okay, so 3 times and price did not break that level. So we have this as a demand zone where there are buyers waiting at that zone here and sellers waiting at this point. So actually the buyers and sellers are in this market together. So when we have this kind of market, well, we can also call it a liquidity market. Okay, we'll call it liquidity. So market is trying to grab liquidity, or you call it a range, because buyers and sellers are seated at this place. Okay, so buyers and sellers are seated at this place. So now another question is where to buy and where to sell in such a scenario like this. Okay, so talking about where to buy and where to sell. Now if you want to buy a price or market in in a resistance level, okay, so we want to see price coming back to that point. So let's take first attempt. Price must make a swing high first. Okay, so let's assume this. Now let's take, for instance, we have market pushing to the upside. This is not how price moves, but I'm just giving an example. Okay, so the price pushing to the upside, then we have this price after pushing. You can see something here made price to go down like this. Okay, although it's not visible to the eyes, but with the aspect of price action, you should understand that there's something going on at that particular zone. All right, so something pushed price down here. Let's say, for instance, because you might not really know what actually made price to go down. Let's say maybe the market is just giving a fresh zone, all right, that you don't know about. So the market just pushed down first, then automatically you see it again coming back to this swing high, or whatever you call your resistance level. Price coming back to this place, and remember that this resistance here, this first swing level the price gave to us, has not been tested. All right, so the market or that zone has not been tested by price action before. So this is the first instance the market is doing at that particular point. Now so the market comes back to this particular place, and you see it pushing back again. So when you see something happening like this, what comes to your mind? This should tell you that there is actually something going on in this market now, so that the sellers are waiting here, because there is something going on at that point, that when the market wants to break, it cannot break that level. So you should know that there is something going on in this kind of market situation now. So what you do, you need to be observant. That is why when trading, another thing again you need to exhibit is what you need to be observant as a trader, for you to see what actually the market is doing. So we cannot see this place, then the market tried to break this region, it cannot break it, so price had to fall back again. Now that is to tell you that that level there is a resistance at that point. So what do? We wait. Okay, so you want to get in here, but it's not really nice for you to jump into this place. So how do you want to do it? Okay, so the next thing you want to do, let me delete this, sorry. So let's say this, I'll show you guys what really happened now. So I want to redraw it again. So let's say the market does something like this. Now this is our resistance. Okay, so this is where we should be expecting price again to come the third time. Okay, market gave us, it touched the first, the second, then the third time should be our point of interest. Okay, because market has tested that level 3 times. So we have this market coming back to test that zone. So when it comes there, then this should be our next timing for entry. Okay, so we should time our entry at that point there for a sell, because it is a clear indicator that the market has tested that particular zone 1, 2, and the third time. So we should be expecting sell at that point. Then maybe close your TP should be this support level here, then or you can go further down to the next, after the first take profit, then the next one. Okay, so this is how you can also mark as, guys, I'm showing you guys for the resistance level in case you want to pick out your entries. Then now we'll talk about the for the support. Okay, now what we have for the support, now this is how we can mark out for our support level. So we have something like this. Let's say we have price coming, doing something like this. Then I told you guys that when you see price bounces off at a particular level, okay, just you can draw whatever. Maybe you can just draw a particular you can use the rectangle or whatever you can just use to just mark out that place. Okay, mark out that place, then wait for price to come there again. So see, let me tell you one thing, guys. One thing about the market is that sometimes it might not necessarily want to come down immediately to that zone. Okay, that is why you need to be patient. Be patient enough, because sometimes market can just come to this place. Let me clean this. So sometimes, see what the market might do. Sometimes it might just be doing something like this, then you'll be like, what is really going on with this market? Don't be afraid, don't be scared, just leave that particular place there. Okay, don't jump into the market, just leave it. So you might do something like that, before you know, it will come down again to that zone, this support zone. Countless time has market done something like this. Yes, I've seen it. Countless time market has done situations or something like this. So when it comes there, then don't enter yet. Okay, so want to get it the third time. So after moving again, then the third time market is coming there, then that should be your place of entry for what, a buy. Then you can now let me draw it, sorry. So then that place should not be where you can time your buy entry. Okay, so this something like this. Don't be scared. Whenever you see market doing some silly things, just let your mark out your zone. All right, just be sure, don't jump into, don't be scared. Just mark out that particular zone where you're waiting for the price to come to that place, and be patient. Okay, because there are a lot of things that market can do to tempt you. So if you are, maybe you are one driven by your emotions, you might just fall victim. So you have to be patient and don't rush. So when the market comes to that point there, then we have 1, we have 2, and we have 3. So what I do is, the next thing I will just time this place, and you can now go. Then remind, like what I said, make sure this first place should be your first take profit, the next resistance should be your first take profit. Then you can now target the next place or whatever as your second take profit. So I'm just showing you guys the you have shown you guys now definition and definition of support and resistance, and I've also shown us how we can identify these support and resistance. So I'm going to be showing us in the chart, okay, how you can mark out these support and resistance. Before I go to the chart, let me show us another one again, which I want us to understand. Now, for example, you might see something like this in the market. Okay, so there are countless time markets. Now let me draw the way the market moves. Okay, so at times you see the market do something like this. Okay, yeah, so and make a move to this direction, so and push up. Now many times this is how market moves. Okay, like I said, market does not move straight like this or straight like this. No, that is not the way market moves. Now this is how markets move, pure price action. This is how they move. Now you ask yourself, now look at what the market did there. Market was moving to the upside. Okay, now we have this particular place first for a support, first place that was triggered, and we have this place again as our next support. But if you look at this place, price action came there to pick out the support there. Now before price coming there, you can see here that we have this minor support level there, okay, which you might say to be a minor support level. Yes, you can see that place here. What happened to price at that point in time? Good question. Now these are the problem or issues that many traders used to face, that maybe you might enter a market. It's not as if maybe what you saw in the market was not good, but probably because your entry was not good or your entry was not good, maybe because you entered too early in the trade, or maybe because where you are spotting to get in the market is not really the right thing. So you can look at this place that we have price at this is a minor support level, so we have this as a major support level now. So you can see that price, those that want to buy, because you might say, okay, I want to buy at the retest of this resistance level here. Then what happened? You can see how price push the market down. Okay, what is market trying to do there? There's what we call market was still, this place here was still high for the buyers to buy. Okay, so they are trying to push the market down for them to still get a valid buy at the support here, because this place is too high for them because sellers are still trying to push this market down for a retracement. So that was why you get into the market here and the market still push you down. Can you see this now? These are the things I want us to understand when it comes to looking for the right place to buy the market and the right place to sell the market. Okay, now another thing I want us to understand is there is what we call the buyers always buy price at the low and sellers usually buy price at the high. So buyers does not buy price at the high. Okay, so it is only sellers that sell from the high, buyers buy from the low. Now take note of this. Let me give us this, so in case so you don't forget, we have notes. Okay, buyers buy price from the low, okay, from the low, and sellers sell from the high. Okay, or you can call it the premium area. Okay, so from the high, or you can also call it from the premium level. Hope I'm correct. Premium level. Okay, just understand what I'm saying, guys. So, and the buyers the buyer, you can also call this as a discount. Okay, so they buy at a discount price level, the sellers sell from the high. Okay, so or premium level. So that's being said. Okay, so guys, now let's go to the chart to do more of this so we can understand for more better understanding. All right, guys, so let's go to the chart. All right, hi traders, now we are in the chart. Okay, so we are in the chart. Now let's carry out what we've seen so far or what we've talked about so far. So let's carry them out right now on the chart. Okay, so now we'll be marking out our support and resistance level. Okay, so what is going to be our aim is we'll be looking at where do we mark out our support and resistance level. All right, so now I want to give us a very clue. Okay, I think I didn't say that, but let me say it here. Now, if another clue is, make sure if you are marking out your support or maybe you are looking for a resistance level, now the thing you need to do is always be observant and watch the direction of that market. Okay, where is the market going to? So you need to also be observant with that. Now, looking at the direction of the market, either the market is either selling or buying. If it's a buying market, then you should be looking for buys. Now, if it is a selling market, we should be looking for what? A sell. Hope this makes sense, guys. So now we are looking at this particular one now. So let's go, guys. So all right, so if we can look here on, we have this on say 1000. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So we are just looking at this. I'm looking for a good direction of the market, so that can give us what we really want. Okay, let's start with a sell. Okay, so because like I said, guys, if we need to work with the market. So if the market is in a sell trend, we should be looking for a sell. So if the market is on a buy, we should be looking for what? A buy. All right, so we have this as a sell trend here, so which firstly we can identify as the market pushing to the downside. So we have this market pushing us to the downside, so that really gives us what we want. Okay, so it gives us what we really need to see in the market, because it's a clear indicator that is telling us where the market is actually heading to. Okay, so now if we have this market directional move to the downside, so we should be looking for what? Sells and not a buy. Okay, so we should be looking for sells. So now let's mark out our support and our resistance level. Okay, so let's mark out we want to mark out our resistance level for the sell. So that is what we are looking for. So we are marking out this resistance level, then before we look at for the buys. Now we have this first here. Let's mark this first one level. Yeah, we have this resistance here, very level here. So okay, we have this resistance zone here. Okay, can you see this, guys, that we have this resistance zone at this point? Yeah, we are marking out this price action now. So we have this sell resistance level there, and so that is our first resistance zone. So you can see that when price came here, I told you guys, you see what happened here. The market came, then after a long while pushed price to this place here, but you can see that after price touched here the first time, then market went back to touch this place. So we call this, there is something that is actually preventing the market here from breaking above this level. So this becomes our resistance level because it holds price from breaking. So, and you can see that when price hits that level there, it starts to sell to the downside. Okay, so that is our first resistance zone. Okay, so we are looking at for a resistance level. So that's the first resistance zone. So let's look out for a buy. Okay, so let's look out for a buy. Let's look out for a buy, a support, a here. So you can see this, that we have this as a support. We have this as our support level. Okay, now can you see this is very clear, guys? You can see that price action. You can see this place. Sorry, let me change this to black. Sorry, guys. So you can actually see here that price action indeed play a very interesting role in this place. You can see that this place was a support, and you can see what happened, that when price hits here, you can see how the market pushed to the upside here. So now market or price is coming back to that level here. Sorry, coming back to this place. Okay, so you can see that when it hits here or price bounces at this support here, what do you see? You can see how the market gave us a buy. Okay, you can see how the buy went up to the upside here. So it's very interesting, guys. Okay, when you understand how this thing work, you can trade the market with ease without being scared or whatever. Okay, you can also see we have another support here. So we have another support level here. So you can see that this place indeed hold price. So we have a support there, and another one again here at the back. So you can also see another one here again. So we also mark out another support level at this point here. So you can see that this is really playing well. So guys, you can try this, go and backtest it very well, then you understand how these things work. Okay, so this is how we can mark out a support and resistance zone in the market. So let me look for the last one again before I will I close the chart. Okay, so let's look out for the last one to mark out. Okay, so let's look out for the last one to mark out again. So guys, yeah, so here we are. Okay, so okay, let me look out for this. Could this be okay? So we have these guys as our support level. Okay, yes, so we have our support level. Look at what, okay, let's shift. Yes, this is support level. Can you see this now? It's a support. See what price action did here. We had this support here, we have another support here. Let's mark out the support here. We have another support level here. So you see what the market did here. So when price came to this support, first support was not taking. So when price came to this first support, it was not taking. Then this second support, or this last one, was taking. And you see how price reacted to this and gave us this nice push to the upside. So can you see how the market pushed this price to the upside? Okay, so this is how we are able to take on manage this. So guys, sorry, I won't be taking this trade. Yeah, I want to be taking this trade. So that is how we are able to take out or mark out the right support and resistance level for your trade. So that is how you mark out the right support and resistance level, guys. So I think I'll be ending here. Please make sure you backtest these guys, backtest them and see how they work. Okay, before you try it on your live account, make sure you backtest it countless times. Okay, try it over and over again and see how these things really work. I hope you guys enjoyed this video or this very section. Please like, comment and share. Drop your thoughts and what you feel about this very particular video, guys. So thank you very much. Stay cool, guys.